First, it's a very big, warm, loose welcome to Beverley night. Do you think you're loose enough for us, Beverley?
I reckon I am.
I reckon you are.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you party like Denise Welsh?
Yep.
Can you cook like Linda Bellingham?
Uh-huh.
Can you flirt like Coleen Nolan?
Definitely.
Can you drink like Carol McGiffin?
Tea, yes.
Yeah. What, can you eat pies as good as I can?
I'll give it a go.
Welcome to the show, Beverley night. We're loving it, we're loving it.
I think you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Now, at the weekend, Simon Cowell apparently treated his reportedly new girlfriend to a Valentine's banquet of lobster and black cod. Meanwhile, Nigel Page and Justine Laycock have celebrated their £56 million windfall in the Euro Millions draw with a bacon butty at their local supermarket. They need to be careful with their cash, you see. But what foods get us in the mood for celebrating? You like a pie, don't you, Jane?
Oh, I love a pie, but if I'm... Oh, I do. Oh, yes. But that's every day for me, you see, and every day is a pie. But if it's something special, it's not in my house. I'm outside celebrating, because I don't want to cook and get, you know, all that, because I don't cook very well.
Anything in particular?
I love a good steak. I like a good bit of meat. Shocking, this lot. Shocking. I like a good bit of meat, well cut, know where it's from. I've got a fantastic... I've got a very good farm shop up where I am, you see, so I just go in there, say to my butcher, listen, show us a nice piece of meat. Yeah.
What about lobster?
Oh,
you know, like
lobster,
Simon Cowell gave his
I was on
girlfriend.
ships. I used to sing on cruise ships. I don't know if anybody knows that. I used to be a singer on a cruise ship. So I had lobster twice a week, and I just remember a chef saying to me, scavengers of the sea, you know, they eat all the rubbish off the bottom. So I've just thought, oh, I don't think I'm putting that in my mouth anymore.
Don't spoil it.
No, so...
What about you, Beverley? What do you like?
Well, when it comes to celebrations, it's got to be West Indian for me all day long. That's the only thing I know how to do, to be honest, when I'm cooking. You know, that's my speciality.
Like what do you cook? What do you cook?
Well, jerk chicken and rice and peas, which I nearly killed my band with it. Actually, it was too hot and they were all moaning about it, but I love that. And things like, you know, oxtail and butter beans and little patties, and I love it all.
Did you celebrate at the weekend? Did you cook a nice romantic meal at the weekend?
Well, I didn't actually have to cook at all. My lovely boyfriend James went in the kitchen and cooked us some nice sea bass and green beans, curly kale, and it was fantastic. He used to be a chef, so...
Oh, I was going to say, it's not from round our end, then, if he's... So he knows what he's doing.
Oh, he knows what he's doing. He's taught me a few things, but not West Indian. That's my domain.
Well, Steve did the same sort of thing. There must have been a sort of seafood link there, because I know a couple of men cook for their ladies over, you know, Valentine's, and he cooked me... Well, he didn't cook me, because, well, I suppose he can cook it, but it tastes better raw. Oysters. We went... we've got this fantastic fishmongers in our village, and he went down there and he got some oysters. It was all a surprise. I was in the pub with some friends. Brilliant! Got called to say dinner's ready. Wobbled home. And then... It's fab. Going to do that next year. And then what did we have? Oh, prawns. Tempura prawns. But the best bit wasn't the foodie bit. He bought these, you know, these Chinese lanterns, and you write a romantic message, you can send it up into the sky, and it was really sweet. No, wait. So mine went up, ooh, off into the sky, make a wish. His went up, up, up into the neighbour's tree. I know. So to our neighbours, if you're looking out and there's a load of red tissue, that was us. Sorry. It should disintegrate soon.
I have to say, oysters, I'm not good with them.
Oh, they're lovely.
Oh, I can't bear them. It's like having a cold.
I'm with you there, though. I'm with you there. I am with you there.
It's vile. Honestly, they're never going to get me in the mood for anything.
Well, you just have to swallow it, don't you?
Well, exactly. And we don't do that.
I quite like it.
No,
a
I
bit of
don't like
Tabasco
them.
sauce.
I don't like them, and I've never heard of that black cod or something. Is that
Black
not
cod,
just burnt fish?
yeah, Japanese speciality, fabulous.
No.
What did you have for Valentine's?
We had Big Mac and chips.
Well, speaking of chips, also making the headlines is the news that chips can cheer us up. Yes, the old seaside favourites apparently are surefire way to make us feel cheerful. Now, this could be down to the carb overload, or it could be because the taste and smell reminds us of happier times, such as childhood holidays and that sort of thing. Did it lift your mood, having some chips?
Oh, fish and chips does. It brings me way, because I grew up in Blackpool, seaside town, and every Friday was fish and chip night, and I loved it in the paper, you know, I never wanted a fork. You always have to eat it. Fish chips, mushy peas and gravy. Oh,
lovely.
You know.
Do you find fingers though?
How'd you pick mushy peas up with your feet?
You leave them to the end, you dip your chips in, you scoop them up with your chips and your bit of fish.
That's it.
But, you know, I'm now obviously married to a Yorkshireman who every time we get fish and chips, he goes, oh, they'll never compare to Yorkshire fish and chips, you know, so it's a real battle.
He's wrong, because they don't
Lancashire,
compare to Glasgow fish and chips, because they are, of course, the best.
Fish and chips.
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, no,
they taste very different depending where you come from. Do you like fish and chips?
I love fish and chips, but my James can't stand fish and chips.
Wow.
He's crazy.
That's not right.
Yeah, he's...
How long you been with him?
Been with him just under 3 years.
Well, it's time to get rid.
But don't forget he can cook.
Oh, he can cook.
He can cook. He can cook.
But he don't like fish and chips.
He don't like fish and chips.
No.
What do you call, you know, a bag of chips from where you're from?
Well, you'd have a cob. Cob of chips, yeah.
A cob of chips.
You'd have your cob and your chips in there, and yeah, exactly.
So you're from the Midlands, you call it a cob. What do they call it in Yorkshire?
A bag of chips with scraps on. Love them. Scraps. You see, also, you see, it is true in Yorkshire. Your Raymondo's right, you see, because in Yorkshire, they cook them in beef dripping. That's why they taste so good.
Ah.
It's absolutely stunning.
And do you call them bread cakes? He always goes fish chips and get me a bread cake.
That's right, bread cake, yeah.
Is it back?
Saying that, I'll tell you
bread roll.
What does cheer me, though, is a really good pork pie. A really good pork pie.
Back to a meat again.
Back to meat and
your
meat. Really good pork pie puts me in a good mood. Nice bit of pickled onion or a bit of brown sauce.
I bet you smell lovely.
I do. Better than fish and chips.
OK, time for our first break.